BYT, pretty young time. So yes, you guys, Kim Tamar is saying that she is BG's, aka Blanket, biological mother. Now, listen, we're going to hold all questions off to the end, okay? So everybody relax. We're going to hold the questions off to the end. Don't be coming for this lady. Don't be doing all, let's just wait till the end, all right? And if you feel like you want to come for her at the end, that's not my problem. So we're going to start with your name, age, and where you're from.
Okay. Well, really, my name is Kimberly Denise Owens, but my stage name is Tamar. I've been highlighted by Motown affiliates that I worked with. And matter of fact, I'm coming out with a single very soon on YouTube. And it goes back from when we first started. That was the beginning of our relationship commitment.
Right.
And,
wait 1 second.
So,
I don't want to cut you off.
Okay.
But I do want to go in order. So where did you first meet Michael? Like, when did you first meet him?
Wait, hold up.
Wow. Well, I wrote to the Heal the World Foundation, and I spoke to his vice president, Rick Fowler, which he said Michael was very familiar with me. He told me to send a letter to Michael, and it took me about a month, but I did it, and that was 1998. And after that, Michael went on his history tour the next,
98.
I think the week later. Yeah, 98.
Okay.
And then 1999, January 1999, that's when it was arranged for me to meet him, but I met him in disguise. And
really? Wait. So hold on. Let's go back. Okay. So you originally met him because you wrote a letter to who again?
To his Heal the World Foundation.
Heal the World Foundation. Okay.
Yes, and his vice president, he's called Rick Fowler. He was there at the time.
So you guys stayed connected through that.
Yeah, I spoke to him. As a matter of fact, when I called him, the answer machine came on, but he picked up, and he said, I picked up as soon as I heard your voice. And he said, Michael was wondering, where's your letter? And I found out that when Michael came to me, it started a masquerade. There are people here who knows who I am in the music industry. Teddy Riley is one of them. And I gave Teddy Riley a tape years ago to give to Michael. It was arranged for me to go see him at the radio station because I saw Brownstone at a club right after that, not too long after that. And anyway, to make a long story short about all that, I started having a little like Pandora boxes of things happening. And when it was arranged for me to go to a basketball game.
Right.
Okay. And it's a walkway at nighttime. In the daytime, it's a running track.
And where was the basketball game?
Yes, ODU basketball here in Norfolk. It was a popular basketball game for women's basketball.
In Virginia.
Yes, Tennessee and Yukon. Okay.
Okay.
And like Akon worked with Michael, and they did a remix. And Michael gave Akon the story a little bit, and he put it in the song. And he said, "I met her on a walkway." Okay, stared at her. She looked back. What happened? Right. What happened was after the game was over. Okay, it was me. It was Michael, me, and a friend of mine, and we were the last one standing. And when I looked past him, I looked. I said, "I seen you before." And he leaned over because he was in disguise, and he leaned over and said he was number 32. He made me think that he was a basketball player. Okay.
Really?
Yes. Michael can play basketball no matter what they say. He's very good at basketball.
He can play basketball. I can't picture him playing basketball. Wait, so what year was this that you met him on the walkway?
January 1999. January 1999. Did I say that right? January
1999. So you met him on the walkway January 19th, 1999. And when you met him, he was in disguise.
Yes.
So how did you know it was him?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know at the time. I just knew he looked familiar. The second, that was just the prelude. Okay. Jason Malachi on Victor MJ. This is a dedication to Michael Jackson, but it's that's another story. But there are artists that are singing his words and his music. Jason Malachi sang First Time, and he's talking about when we first met. That was where we first met. But the second time was March the 12th. Now, Prince sang
March
to the world.
March 12th, 99.
Yes, March the 12th, 1999. Now, Prince had an album, Grammy Award album. Yes, 3121. Now, a lot of people think that that's like an address, you know, or something like that, but it's actually a date. It's two dates into one, okay? And March the 12th is when Michael and I first met.
What was the name of the album? You said it was
3121. Yes. He was introducing.
I'm sorry, Tamar, I don't want to cut you off, but I do want to get to all the questions.
Okay.
So, like, I'll just ask you and just make it as short as possible, your response.
Sure. Okay.
So, what was the dynamic of your relationship with Michael? Like, how would you describe it?
A masquerade.
A masquerade. I kind of like that, but it sounds dangerous at the same time. Why would you call it a masquerade?
Well, actually, it's a website, on YouTube, that's doing that. Although some say it's Michael, in disguise, disguising his voice. But the story is he's telling about beyond 1998 when he met BG's mother, me, and someone who can back that up, I was told, is William Casio, who talked about Michael's hidden relationship with BG's mother, and he hid me from the public.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. So, okay, you know what? We're going to go to the next question. What was the romantic connection between you two when you first knew that it was Michael and, you know, then your relationship took off? What was the dynamic of your relationship? And, like, how was your romantic connection? Like, was he romantic? You know, tell us stuff like that.
Well, when I figured out he was in disguise because he kept giving me hints. He went February the 12th. I had a gig. He dropped me off to my gig because he had to fly out. He was going to Prince's to be there for Prince's birthday. And he had me thinking that he's an assistant, like his double. He told me that he was Michael's double. So I said at that time. But I thought about everything for 2 weeks. And when he came back March the 3rd, let me go back. When he dropped me off at the gig, I told him, I said, can you tell Michael to tell Prince that I love him or something like that? I said, and he told me, you just did. So that left me in mystery because I had to get into the gig and he had to leave. So March the 3rd, he came. Now make sure I have that right. March the 3rd, he came to me, and that's when I asked him, was he Michael? And he said, are you going to believe me? And I said, as long as I know you're telling me the truth. And he says, yes, I am. And he showed me. So at that point, of course, I was intrigued.
We went off topic a little bit again. Is this event leading up to the romantic connection?
Yeah. After that.
Okay. So let's just get to that part first.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
That's when it was like, you know, exciting because it was new. It was fresh. Like he said, and remember, You Rock My World. He's giving descriptions there. He's giving description in Heartbreaker. Like, I did a video for him, and he just told me, I didn't know it was him at the time. He told me to act like it's Michael, because again, he was having me to be his double. So I blew a kiss at him at the video, and he's talking about it in the song. We had a lot of closeness. We went to the park. Okay, we played basketball together, and he spent a lot of time in Virginia during that time.
Next question. We're gonna go to the next question. How did you view him as an artist? Like, separate from your relationship with him, how did you view him as an artist?
Wonderful. I mean, he's extraordinary. He doesn't like to do too much when he's off the stage, out the spotlight. He wants to be just himself, and himself is, I want to make this clear. No makeup,
Mm-hmm.
no mask, no stage persona. No, it's just him, regular clothing, and he's just a regular casual. He's loving when it comes to romance. I mean, as far as love and affection, he's very attentive. He's attentive to
Okay,
you.
so going back to romance, were you guys intimate in any type of way? Like, describe the intimacy of your relationship with him.
This is going to be very deep because we did not have a normal relationship. First of all, we had a non-traditional relationship because he was in disguise. But when he was outside of the disguise and we were close, we were celibate. And the reason why we were celibate is because he's a Jehovah's Witness. He loves Jehovah, and I'm a Jehovah's Witness. And we're not supposed to practice fornication before marriage. So we did not, up until he revealed some things to me later in the years. And, you know, we still always remain loving and affectionate, caress.
So to be clear, it wasn't a sexual relationship.
No, not like that. Love and affection, but spiritual. And
someone said in the comments that Michael left. What is it called? What is the religion that you speak of? I'm sorry.
He Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. Someone said that he left Jehovah's Witness and he became he went to Islam.
No, that's not true. No, he's always loved Jehovah. He just decided, and he told it to Bethel years ago. That's Watchtower Society, that he did not want to discuss his religious status because of the position that he was in. So he wanted to keep that out of the spotlight, you know, have people focus on Jehovah and not him. So he just decided not to keep that open. But he also made it clear during the time, I don't like to go there, but during the time of the trial with Geraldo, he had an interview and he made it clear there that he's a Jehovah's Witness. So